pleasant afternoon. Welcome to our session today. I am Miss Sadna, the facilitator for today's session. I have here with me three dedicated primary school teachers. They are Miss Carline, Miss Malika, and Miss Anasuya. They would be going through this session with me. This session would be based on the diagnostic assessment of the pre-assessment where teachers can evaluate learners' strengths, weaknesses, knowledge, and skill before their instruction. An identical assessment may be given post-instruction to identify if students can have met the course required learning objective. My four objectives for today's sessions are as follows. 1. To be aware of the critical viewpoint on the reading assessment and its role in Guyana. 2. Explanation of the completed diagnostic assessment booklet. 3. Specimen of literacy assessment. 4. The view of the teacher's action plan and description on how the outcome of the assessment can be linked to the student classroom profiling. Ms. Malika, what are the roles of reading assessment in Guyana schools?
Well, as we know, reading assessment has been done during the start, the mid, and the end of each term, where reading skills are tested through various means such as sight words and reading passage. Reading assessment plays a major role in the school system since it helps us teachers on a day-to-day basis, and thus it had had some positive impact on learners and us teachers. Through this assessment, teachers are given additional information about which learners are in need of additional help.
Yes, I agree. Perhaps requiring intervention if the child is lacking basic skills or further screening to see if a child has special needs.
Yes, that's true. On the other hand, this assessment helps us to know the child's specific ability, skill he or she has mastered or not. It also gives us knowledge since this assessment results are being used to monitor the progress of learners' reading and understanding abilities. So we use these results to seek and adopt recommendation solutions to our learners who have their weaknesses, and also creating different means for the ones who would have grasped the concept, thus planning the lesson accordingly will improve reading skills to our learners.
My second question goes to Miss Carline. Miss Carline, since you have completed the diagnostic assessment booklet with your learner, can you please explain the results?
Alright, so for the diagnostic results, the learner was not able to complete the reading passage for the level, grade 4. So the learner was given a grade 3 level. However, observations were made, and I have 4 observations here. Number 1, the learner, I would say, approached the reading with confidence. However, the learner made 5 errors. The learner noticed some of the errors. When the learner noticed the error, she stopped and sounded out the words in syllables, then asked for help. So that's basically it for the reading level.
Okay, thank you, Miss. My third question goes to Miss Anasuya Singh. Miss Anasuya, how can we compare the literacy assessment to the reading standard document?
Well, all of us know a benchmark is a reference point or standard against which performance or achievements can be accessed. Benchmarks also provide information that can be used to guide the teaching and learning process, as well as to determine placement levels before commencing intervention.
Teachers, give your views of the teacher's action plan and describe how outcomes of this assessment can be linked to the student or the classroom profiling.
Okay, let me start first. The action plan is a comprehensive strategy to track the development and progress towards a wide range of objectives and goals in specific area. Remedial usually focus on basic literacy and numeracy skills to reach the benchmarks. When we realize a child or children need help in a key skill, we put in place the remedial classes so that the slow learners can come in line with the other learners.
Well, the remedial plan had a disadvantage since it was time consuming for our teachers because we were not given enough time due to the work overload. This diagnostic is intended to help us teachers to identify our learners' strengths and weaknesses. Student profiling is a career-long procedure whereby our learners develop and maintain a documentary record of their learning progress. Students profiling form a core of each student management of his or her own learning.
The diagnostic assessment can be linked to the student's profile, since the diagnostic assessment is used to test the child's previous knowledge about a subject area along with the strengths and weaknesses. So this information is placed in the student's profile so that it can be used to track the child's progress from the point they were to the point they are at after being taught.
This discussion, it can be concluded that reading assessment is a very important tool that assists the reading ability of the learner. Also, the assessment creates framework to decide the best approach that will suit the learners. Teachers, it was nice having you a part of this discussion.